Well, I think it really just comes down to being authentic. Don't try to step outside of yourself or put on a show. Of course, there's a piece of it maybe because you're giving the presentation and you want things to look a certain way, but you do want to make those impressions and you want people to know that you're here for business and you're serious and you want them to take you serious. But I found that just being yourself and being authentic, being true to yourself, and know the good things that you do, and know where you fall short. I keep going back to building this team. You have to know kind of where you fall short. You got to make this self kind of evaluation so you can know those people that you need to bring into your camp, of course, in order for everything to blossom, everything to grow. And I think that's the same way that you're talking to people. Me, personally, I'm not a big talker, but I like to listen. I listen to people and I really internalize and I just take it all in. So I'm here to learn and I'm here to grow. I never want to come off as this cocky type of person or this ex-athlete that thinks that he used to do something back in the day. But it's about growth. It's about being personable. It's about being coachable. I hate to use the terms all the time, throwing sports terms, but I think it's a good thing though. You be coachable, you grow, and you do better after that.
And how about yourself?
Man, I just think for me, it's just whenever I'm talking to people, just have authentic conversations. I think that's what keeps me, that's what's most important to me is having those conversations with people. I don't necessarily, look to, talk to a whole group of people. Like, that's not necessarily where I feel like I've been the best at. I mean, it's something that I'm working on more, but I feel like the interpersonal relationship, like the one-on-one conversations, is where I'm really able to shine and help people wherever they're at, man. And, one thing that I always knew growing up was that, my purpose was to help people. I didn't necessarily know exactly how it was going to happen, and it shows up in, multifaceted ways, whether it's through football training, whether it's through personal training, whether it's talking about entrepreneurship, whether it's having conversations that we had earlier. And it's people that show me that I'm shining through, honestly, because it's not something that I'm looking at like, I don't approach situations like this is an opportunity for me to shine. It's just, this is an opportunity for me to authentic, and somebody's really asking me to share my opinion on something. Let me share it, and then it ultimately ends up being, one of those situations like you were saying, like, that's a bar. And I'm like, oh, that is a bar, okay. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it ends up working out.
So that's interesting that you say that as well, because I think even what you're doing, you're being vulnerable. Because you're letting them say, this is who I truly am. And authenticity goes hand in hand with that vulnerability. So you can't be vulnerable without being authentic to who you are. That's when it's like, okay, am I really truly going to embrace what I'm feeling? Am I truly going to embrace who I am within this moment?